Hi all.
Hi everyone. Okay. So I
Are we
think
audible?
live. दीपक वो गैलरी व्यू करना एक बार.
कैल रिव्यू कर दिया अभी अभी कर दिया
ओके.
वो आ जाएगा.
ठीक है ठीक है.
Hi all. Is the audio video volume echo? Is everything fine? Let us know. Then let's start this session. We have something interesting to announce. I hope you will like it. So please give us thumbs up that everything is fine. Then let's start. Yes, everything is fine. So let's
Okay.
start this session. Yes, Sachin.
Yeah. So hi everyone. So today we have very like exciting announcement, and as the thumbnail is revealing that this is having very first time in the gate industry, and probably in like we have not heard this in any other coaching. So hopefully in across many other streams also apart from gate. So are you all excited? Let us know. We will not take much of your time, but it's going to be very exciting thing. So that's why we are excited. Let us know if you are also excited.
So now we are going to start. Just give me a
Yes.
sec. Okay. So as you can see, in this session, we have something interesting to announce. We will let you know what is this. Okay, we will not take much of your time. We will get to the point just in 5 minutes. Okay, so before we announce, before we make this big announcement for AIMT 5 for GateCS All India Mock Test 5, let me just share with you the previous All India Mock Test numbers. You can see the number of live participants in Go classes Gate CS 2026 All India Mock Test, that has been more than 4,000. You can see in All India Mock Test 3, the number of live participants that was 4,259. In the Go classes All India Mock Test 4 for Gate CS 2026, you can see in AIMT 4 the number of live participants, that is 4,134. In AIMT 2 also this number was more than 4,000. In AIMT 1 this number was around 3,750. So you can see that almost all the previous All India mock test have number of live participants that is more than 4,000. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your trust in Go classes mock test, in Go classes test series, in Go classes AIMT. And I hope that you are loving the AIMTs, the experience of All India mock test, Go classes All India mock test. I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you are loving it. Let me also share with you the numbers for Gate DA All India mock test so far. So far for Gate DA, 3 All India mock tests we have conducted, and you can see that more than 900 students, almost you can see almost 950 students are attempting live our Gate DA All India mock test. You can see AIMT 3 for Gate DA 2026 aspirants, 969 students attempted live. And you can see the number of live participants in AIMT 2 for Gate DA, in AIMT 1 for Gate DA. So these are the numbers. So again, for the Gate DA aspirants, also I want to thank all of you for your trust in Go classes. Actually, from Gate DA point of view, this number which is close to 1,000, this is a very huge number, I can say very big number, because the number of aspirants who appear for Gate DA, that is around 50,000, and the number of aspirants who appear for Gate CS, that is around 1,75,000. So you can see the difference in the number of students appearing for Gate CS exam and for Gate D exam, that is also very huge. And that's why this number you can see for the Gate DA live participants for Go classes All India mock test, this number close to 1,000, this is also a very good number, very huge number. So I want to thank all of you. And let me just quickly tell you about the upcoming All India mock test. For gate cs, every Sunday we have all India mock test, you can see. So the next Sunday there is all India mock test 5, and we have an interesting announcement to make related to gate cs all India mock test 5. So it will be conducted on Sunday, that you already know. Okay, 18th January, Sunday. And let me also quickly tell you about gate da all India mock test. So every Saturday we have gate da all India mock test. So you can see the next gate da all India mock test, that is AIMT 4, that will be 17th January, Saturday. Basically every Saturday gate da all India mock test, and Sunday gate cs all India mock test. Okay, now I think we can come to the point for which all of you are waiting for. Sachin, you want to say something?
Yes, no, like we have covered everything. So thank you everyone for attempting the All India mock test, and we are very glad that you or people are loving All India mock test, and we are working towards it. So here is the announcement regarding AIMT 5. I hope that all of you will love it. So as we can see in the chat that everyone is very excited. So let's just reveal the announcement. Okay.
Let me just give you a hint, one thing. This is just a small hint. Because of this announcement, because of this interesting announcement, our efforts will increase. I and Sachin, we need to put a lot more effort this week before All India Mock Test 5. A lot more effort we need to put. But I hope that you will enjoy it. Okay. We can put effort. That's not a problem. Okay. That's what we are here for. So we can do that. And I hope that this announcement will also make you happy also. So let me come to the announcement. Okay. The announcement is that for the first time in gate industry, we are doing, you can see, two shift, two different papers, two set will be there for all India mock test 5. For AIMT 5, there will be two different set. Basically, two different paper will be there. One paper will be in the morning shift, another will be in the afternoon shift. And then we will provide you normalized and unnormalized rank. Basically, normalized and without normalization, and with normalization, the result, the rank we will show to you, we will provide to you. So what one more benefit actually, you basically will be getting 65 total 130 questions you are going to get. Okay, on this Sunday, you can see, because for CS all India mock test 5, there will be one paper 65 questions in the morning shift, and different 65 questions, another paper in the afternoon shift. So total you will be getting 130 new questions. I hope you are feeling excitement, or I can say I hope you are feeling happy. And to make you familiar with the normalization process, to make you familiar with normalization, we will provide you both the results, unnormalized and also normalized. Sachin?
Yeah, so basically, the purpose of this shift or the purpose of this drive was to make you more enabled towards Gate. So in Gate CSE from last 3 4 years, it is happening in two sets. Okay, and since the number of aspirants are increasing, so I hope it is just two sets, not three sets in the next year. Because generally, in one set they conduct for 1 lakh aspirants. If the aspirants are more than 1 lakh, then they conduct it in two sets. Okay, so this has been trend, and people means like many gate aspirants are basically not very much familiar about the normalization. They directly get to face the normalization in Gate. So we thought that we are already giving you the quality questions, we are already providing you the solutions, we are already doing everything. So why not to extend our efforts to one more level? Why not to give you the actual Gate feeling? Okay, since the admit card has also been out, so today we can say is the coincidence that we are having the session with the admit card out. So now you will get to know that you have to appear in the morning shift or you have to appear in the afternoon shift. So based on your admit card, you can choose the shift and you can appear in that paper. Now just like Gate, there could be different difficulties of both the papers. There could be same difficulty. Anything can happen. We are not going to reveal this because we want to give you the real Gate experience. So we hope that all of you will love this, because we are very excited. We have to obviously make double number of questions. We have to put back end things where we need to do the normalization. We need to do everything. So let us know that how much you are excited. Okay, so everyone is saying that they are excited, and it is really good to see that there has been, concurrent viewers like 230 or something, and especially regarding the time, which is very crucial. So these many aspirants coming live just to see this session gives us a lot of motivation that you people are really very very excited. So so someone is saying set 1 will be difficult, set 1 dead. No, it won't be the case. Like I'm not saying it will be the case, or it won't be the case. So we are not going to reveal anything. Anything can happen, and in gate also anything can happen. It's not like that set 1 will be tough or set 2 will be tough in gate. Okay, in gate also don't predict anything. So this is going to give you the real time gate experience, where you are going to have two sets, where you will be competing live with the aspirants in the fixed time slot, which is 9:30 to 12:30, and then 2 to 5 5 or 2:30 to 5:30. So you will be having the fixed time slot.
Actually, for you, what are the benefits? One thing, that you will get the actual gate feel, that there are two set, you are attempting in your own shift. Okay, if you have morning shift in the actual gate exam, if you have morning shift, then you can attempt this AMT5 in the morning shift. In the actual gate exam, if you have afternoon set, then you can attempt this AMT5 in the afternoon shift. Okay, so that is one thing, the actual, the real, the raw gate feeling you can get before the gate exam. That is one thing, that is the benefit. That is the benefit. The second benefit, that you will experience the normalization process. We are going to apply the same normalization formula which is applied by the gate exam. Okay, the same normalization process which is followed by the gate exam, which is followed by our rank predictor, the gate overflow rank predictor. Okay, so basically the same normalization process we are going to follow. So you will become more familiar with the normalization process. Okay, we will tell you about the normalization process in this session. Okay, Sachin will discuss about it, but the point is that you will become very familiar with the normalization process. The third benefit, that is, you will be getting, basically 6 AMTs this Sunday itself, because we were getting many messages that, sir, please don't make the AMT5 the last AMT. Please don't do that. Please give us more questions. Give us more AMT. Give us more test. So basically, on this Sunday, you are going to get two set of papers, and these two set of papers, let me tell you, these will be differently made. It's not like we will be making copy of a question with the data change in the another set. Gate exam also does not do it, we will also not do it. Okay, see, our efforts are going to increase very much, because we have to make, gate DA all India mock test for Saturday. We have to make two set of 65 questions for gate CS all India mock test 5 on Sunday. So we need to do a lot of work, but I think it will be beneficial for you. You will be basically getting 130 questions on Sunday itself. For practice, through these 130 questions, you can revise, you can improve, you can make a lot of improvement. Okay, so as Sachin said, that we are not going to reveal the level of both the set. Right now we also don't know which set will be easier, which set will be harder. That will be decided based on the normalized rank. Okay, when we apply the normalization formula, the normalization process, then we will find out. We also don't know which set will be, I can say, harder, which will be easier. Okay, in the gate exam also, in 2016, set 1 was harder, actually much harder than set 2 in 2016. I will give you the
2017
date.
my time.
2017. Yes,
uh,
yes. Sorry. 2017. In 2017, set 1 was much harder than set 2. The difference was too much. I will tell you, I will give you the data. And in 2025, set 2 was harder, much harder than set 1. Okay. In 2024, both were balanced. Set 1, set 2, they were basically balanced. Okay, very very small difference, these were basically balanced. Okay, so you can see that in the gate exam, no one knows, which set will be harder, which set will be easier. Okay, that is the truth. But I hope that this small experiment from our side will give you, some idea about normalization, and you know a lot of questions, 130 questions. So are you excited? Let us know. You can also give your suggestion. If you have any suggestion, you can also give your suggestion to us.
Okay, so Deepak, can I share my screen? Oh,
Yes,
okay,
just
okay,
so basically now, let me just
okay.
do it. Just a sec. Now we are going to let you know how the normalization works. Okay. एक second.
अच्छा, होस्ट बनाना है क्या?
हाँ, होस्ट बना रहा हूँ मैं.
ओके ओके, मैं रिक्लेम होस्ट करता हूँ.
हाँ, ओके ओके ओके, ठीक है.
So basically, see, like there has been a lot of confusion regarding the normalization. First, let me know that how many of you know that how normalization work. How many of you already know this? That how does the normalization work? Because there has been a lot of confusion and students are not much aware about this normalization process, so we thought of walking through it just for 5 minutes, like it won't be much of the explanation, but we will make sure that this is very crisp and very detailed also, like you will get to know the normalization process, that how does it really work. So how many of you know that how normalization work? See, let me tell you that gate, according to gate, okay, there is one formula which looks like this. If you see gate scorecard, which is last year scorecard, or whenever there has been multiple sets, then in scorecard itself they write this formula, and based on this formula, basically they calculate the normalized marks. So this is your real marks. Okay, so here this is your real marks. Just a second. Yeah, so these are the your real marks, and then you will be having the normalized marks using this formula. So this is your normalized marks. Okay, so let me just quickly walk you through this formula. It won't take much of the time, just 5 minutes, to make you feel that how does it really work. Okay, so before that, let me tell you one good thing, that this formula is in gate syllabus, not just not just normalization thing, but it is actually the part of gate da, one of the topic which is in the warehousing. There is one topic called normalization, and we have already taught about it. So in our videos of gate da warehousing, lecture number 6, data normalization, this exact formula gate has also applied. So basically, whenever you have some data, okay, and let's suppose you want to scale that data, or you want to shift that data between some range, let's suppose from 0 to 1. Okay, let me just take 2 3 minutes only, I won't take much of your time. Let me just explain. I've already explained this in the video of data warehousing, but let's just quickly go through this, so that in this video everything is covered. So suppose you want to scale any data from 0 to 1. Okay, you can have negative number, positive number, or any numbers, but you ultimately want the relative numbers to be, ultimately the range should be 0 to 1. Then what you can do, you can find from the data. For example, this is the data. Okay, this is the data. Let's suppose this income I want to map from 0 to 1. Okay, then what you can do, you can find the minimum here. What is the minimum? I think minimum is 30,000. And what is maximum? Maximum is 100,000, I mean 1 lakh, right? So maximum is 1 lakh, which is 100,000, and minimum is 30,000. So basically you can find the minimum, let's just call it min, and let's just call it max. So what you need to do, very simple, you just take every value and subtract min from that. You just apply this formula, which is like every value you take, and then you subtract min divided by max minus min. So if you are taking, let's suppose, bin itself, for example, just quickly walking through. For example, if you want to normalize this, then since this is the minimum itself, so this minus this itself is 0 divided by max minus min. Max minus min doesn't matter here. Here it is basically 70,000, right? So ultimately this will be mapped to 0, right? And similarly, maximum will always map to 1. Why? Because this minus min, so 100,000 minus minimum 30,000, right? Divided by 100,000 minus 30,000, which is again 1. So minimum will map to 0 and maximum will map to 1. In between, any number will map to from 0 to 1. Okay, this is very simple. I hope all of you understood. Okay, so this is how the normalization is working in this case. Now you are mapping from 0 to 1 every number. For example, this number will map to something like this. Okay, I think 0 point something, it will come 0 point something. Okay, so this number is 45,000 is mapping to 0 point something, and so on. So you can map every number, like 0.2 it is mapping to, right, this 45,000. Similarly, you can map every number. Now suppose instead of 0 to 1, we want to map it to any range. Okay, let's suppose this is my new minimum and this is my new maximum. I mean, instead of 0 to 1, if you want to if we want to map it to any other number. See, these are the slides which I have already taken in data warehousing. That's why my photo is coming. Don't think that I'm having double role. Okay, so this is from the slide only, so I've taken the screenshot, so that is why it is here. Okay, so basically, let's suppose you want to map it to any arbitrary range. Okay, let's suppose from new maximum to new minimum. So what you can do, earlier I was doing only this. Okay, this is the earlier thing I was doing. Now, now you just scale it. I mean, you just shift from 0 to 1, you just shift it to arbitrary range. Okay, so how to do it? Like, I'm not going to much detail, but still you can easily see that you are just multiplying by some factor. Whatever is your new maximum, new minimum. I mean, this is basically the range. Okay, your range. It could be any range, your choice. It is your choice. Okay, so you can just multiply by something and then shift it to a new minimum. Okay, if it is zero, then minimum value. Earlier the minimum value was 0 because of this. Now the minimum value will be your range minimum, right? Whatever is the new minimum. So I hope this is clear that you can even shift it to any other range whichever you like to. Okay. So earlier it was 0 to 1 mapping. Now you can map to any other range. For example, earlier 45,000 was mapping to 0. 0.2, but let's suppose now you want to map every number from 0 to, instead of 0 to 1, you want to map from 0 to 100. It could be 5 to 50. It could be anything. Okay. Let's suppose 0 to 100 in this particular case. Then you can just multiply by this and then plus the new minimum is 0. So ultimately this 45,000 will map to 21.43. Earlier it was mapping to 0.214. Okay, something like this. Are you okay with this? So basically you can map to any arbitrary range. Just a quick explanation why I'm explaining this, because many of the student doesn't understand normalization, and there is, like, I have not found any video related to gate where they were explaining the normalization properly using the formula. Okay, so gate has given this formula. Let me quickly tell you in gate, how does the cutoff decide? See, they decide the cutoff using one very simple technique. I mean, there is no statistical, you can say, mathematical proof of this. This is just a design choice in the sense that they decide the cutoff using whatever. Let's suppose there are 1,70,000 students are appearing, right? Let's suppose these many students are appearing. These are the total students are appearing. So how does they decide the cutoff? They take the average marks of all students, average marks. Okay. And then they are saying that if this average is basically, let's suppose this is very less, then they're just adding a small number, which is called standard deviation. Okay. Which is called standard deviation. So basically this is how the cutoff is deciding. If this is less than 25, then actually a minimum cutoff, they are keeping it 25. That is already given on the gate website. So if it is less than 25, then the answer is 25. But if it is greater than 25, then the answer is this. Okay. So basically, how does the cutoff decide? They take the average of all. Okay, and then add the standard deviation. So you can say mean plus standard deviation. This is the cutoff. That's how they decide the cutoff. Okay, so let me just explain you the formula that they have here. This is the formula, something like this. Okay, so basically what they do, that's how they calculate the normalized marks. They basically calculate the cutoff of my, there could be any number of sets. Okay, not just two sets. This is a general formula. Okay, just one more minute. I will not, I know that you people are getting bored. Okay, so just telling you quickly. So this is a general formula. It is not limited to just two sets or three sets. It is basically any number of sets. Now suppose I want to find out my normalized marks. Okay, so how to find out my normalized marks? Let's suppose these are my actual marks in my set. Let's suppose I have appeared in set I. Okay, so these are my actual marks in set I, and these are my normalized marks. So basically they are mapping. If you remember that mapping formula, okay, they are just mapping to the new range. Okay, for example, here if you see, okay, so this is how they are mapping. This is the exact same formula that they are applying, exact same formula. There is no difference at all. Okay, so see here, this is the exact same formula. So basically they are saying whatever are my marks, v is my marks basically, minus minimum. They are calling, instead of minimum they are saying cutoff. Okay, instead of minimum they are using the cutoff. Okay, for maximum they are using highest marks in set I. Okay, I will just tell you little about it. Basically they are not using highest because highest could be the outlier. So instead of highest they are saying that, okay, let's suppose top 100 average marks, or instead of top 100 they say 0.1% average marks, which means let's suppose if 1,70,000 students are appearing, then to calculate the highest marks they are saying that let me take top 0.1%, which means top 170 students, only top 170 students average marks. That's what they are calling highest marks. Okay. So basically, just to have it little easier side. So basically, I'm just calling it highest marks. Otherwise, these are top 0.1% students marks. So basically, these are my marks minus minimum marks. This is exact same formula. If you see, minimum divided by maximum minus minimum. Okay, maximum minus minimum. So basically, they are just mapping it to this range, new max minus new minimum. So they are just mapping it highest marks among all sets minus cutoff considering all sets. So how to determine the cutoff? As I told you, take the average. Okay, take the average plus standard deviation, one small standard deviation. Similarly, for cutoff for set I will be average of set I plus standard deviation of set I. Okay, one standard deviation only. So basically, that's how they are deciding your normalized marks, right? So instead of highest, they just say it is top 0.1% marks. So that's the same formula that we use at the gate overflow rank predictor. Okay. So now in the gate overflow, the only adjustment that we do, okay, it's basically instead of 0.1%, I think they take 1%, because we don't have that much of the data. But since almost all the top year appear at the gate overflow for the rank prediction, so 1% is very close approximate of 0.1% of whole data, because 0.1% means top 170 students, right? Top 170 students in gate, and gate overflow 1% also almost mean the top 170 students of gate. So instead of 0.1%, gate overflow takes 1%. So that's the same formula that we will be using. So we will be just having 1% instead of 0.1%. Okay, that's the one or two adjustment that we do. So basically, this is the formula that they apply. So instead of writing this complex things, I have just converted this to the English thing. Okay, instead of just saying average marks, or for example, instead of just saying sum of the mean and standard deviation, these things, I'm just saying it is cut off. Okay. So gate has given some meaning. For example, see, gate has given some meaning. These are the meaning that gate officially has given for these symbols. Okay, like for example, these are the marks in jth session, ith session, jth candidate, or sum of the mean and standard deviation. This is the simplified meaning. Okay, instead of understanding like this, you can understand like this is a cutoff, this is a cutoff for set I, this is a cutoff for considering all sets, like that. So basically, using the simplified meaning, I'm just showing you this particular formula. So we are also going to apply this formula, and then we will reveal you your normalized marks. Okay. So that's how it will work. It is very simple, and ultimately any distribution follows the normal distribution. This is gate overflow rank predictor, and you will see that it will follow the, I mean, after the gate, obviously you will see that it will follow the normal distribution only, because that's the general trend. Okay. So see here that for gate, the qualifying gate, I think this is for 2024. Okay, these many students has appeared, and they have taken the average of 124 ranks, and average of 124 ranks was 77.97. So they have used this as the highest marks, kind of. Okay, so these are the only things that I want to share here. But if you really want to understand more, okay, that how the marks are increasing, sometimes decreasing, then we can have it in one more session. Okay. So for example, in gate 2025, there has been, I think, there has been, okay, the number is not written here, but I think 1 lakh 70 some thousand students. So if you take top 0.1% average, it was 170 students something, and there was the average of those marks was 83 marks. So you can consider that as highest marks, and cutoff was 29, because they take the average plus one standard deviation, or 25, whichever is larger, right? Okay. So that is all. So basically, we were just discussing the formula, because there has not been, I have not found any explanation about the formula, and many people were curious that how does this formula actually work. So just a small thing. I mean, this formula is basically working in the exact similar way that we have already seen in data warehousing. Even if you have not seen data warehousing course, or if you are not gate DA student, that's perfectly fine. Like, this formula is basically just mapping to this new range. Okay. In case of gate, the new range is basically, you can say that highest marks among all set, and cutoff considering all the sets. Okay. In this range, they are mapping all the numbers. Okay. So yeah, that is all.
So I hope you got some idea about how normalization works, and you will get more idea about it. If you want, Sachin sir can make a separate video, a dedicated video, just to explain how the normalization works with with one example. Okay, so basically, this normalization, how it works. It is a part of Gate DA syllabus in the data warehousing under DBMS. So you can see the same exact formula which which is applied by the gate exam, the same exact formula is part of the syllabus of gate da also. Okay, so we have taught it in the warehousing, data warehousing topic in the dbms, in the gate da. Okay, so if you are gate da aspirant and if you are preparing with go classes, then you are already familiar with this formula. Okay, and definitely in the gate da some question can also come based on it. Okay, so
Yes.
yes, I can say that for GATE D aspirants, it is a mandatory thing. It's not an optional thing to understand the normalization. It is a mandatory thing. But for the GATE CS aspirants, you can just understand how the normalization works for your curiosity. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so now let me share my screen. So overall, the point is that we are going to conduct the all india mock test 5 in two shift. Okay, and some students are asking, so there are some doubts I can see in the chat. Some students are asking, can we give both shift? If you want, you can give it. Okay, because I don't think that it will affect the normalization process. Sachin, what do you think?
Yeah, but I think it is better if they give only one shift, because otherwise it will be, they will be just having, like they will be anyway adjusted after one shift. They will be anyway adjusted. So just to have the real gate feeling, you can attempt the other set on the Monday. It is preferred, because most probably, like, ultimately we are going to consider only the first attempt. So if you are attempting in morning and evening both, then we will only consider morning. I think it is a better idea, so that you don't appear it twice. Okay, because there is no point in appearing twice, because you will already be exhausted. Okay, so just take it just like a gate, just like gate.
Okay, so yes, so please attempt one shift according to your actual gate exam shift. Okay, actual gate exam, if you have in the morning shift, then please attempt the morning shift of amt 5, and similarly for afternoon. Okay, so basically according to your actual gate exam timing, you can attempt the the go classes cs all india mock test 5. Okay, is that clear? So one more thing, actually, let me tell you that this morning shift result, without normalization, the morning shift result you will get, I can say, almost immediately. Okay, similarly the afternoon shift result you will get almost immediately. Sachin, I think we can,
Yes, yes.
without normalization. So the without normalization result you will get, I can say, immediately after you attempt it. Okay, almost I can say maybe after 2 hours. Okay, once your attempt is over, once your paper is over, then after 2 hours you can get your result. Okay, without normalization. And with normalization, the result we will announce on the next day. Okay, is this clear? So let me tell you that with normalization we will announce result on next day. Okay, and without normalization you will get your result in your particular shift. Okay, without normalization your result on the same day. Okay, your result you can get, if you are attempting, let's assume, morning shift, then you can get your result at 2 p.m. Okay, at 2 p.m. And if you are attempting the afternoon shift, then you will get your result at 7 p.m. Okay, so I hope you understood this point. At 2 p.m., at 7 p.m., this is for morning shift, for morning paper, and this is for evening paper. Okay, and next day, remember, on the next day, with normalization your result we will show to you. Okay, is that clear? So that is one thing. And attempt according to your actual gate exam shift. You can attempt either morning shift or afternoon shift. Okay, and remember, of course, as Sachin is saying that you can attempt, basically you should attempt one of the shift, either morning or afternoon, and the other shift. Okay, for example, if you are attempting morning shift, morning paper, then the afternoon paper you can attempt on the next day. Okay, let me tell you, on the next day, if you are enrolled in the go classes test series, or if you are enrolled in our mock test package, then on the next day you can attempt it. Okay, so you can see here that we have launched go classes full length mock test package, including all the all india mock test, all the aimts, So you can enroll in goclasses full length mock test package to attempt all our full length mock test, including all our previous all India mock test. Okay, so on the goclasses website, you can just click on this button. You can see this test series button here. Okay, just click on this button here, test series button, and this page will open. And here you can see this full length mock test package. Here you can click, and you can see if you want to enroll for gate cs mock test, full length mock test, gate da full length mock test, or combo cs plus da combo full length mock test, including all the all India mock test. So you can enroll here. Okay, very simple. So let me tell you that in our gate cs full length mock test package, we have total 20 mock test at least, I can say. Okay, because it will it will go past 20, because as you can see that on this Sunday we are basically providing two test, or I can say two set. Okay, so you can see that in our gate cs full length mock test package there are at least 20 mock test, including all the all India mock test. In our gate da full length mock test package you have total 15 full length mock test, including our all India mock test AIMTs. And in the combo cs plus combo full length mock test package there are 35 full length mock test, including all our all India mock test AIMTs. Okay, so you can enroll here basically in this full length mock test package. Okay, now we have already seen how the normalization works, so that we have already seen. Now let me tell you just few more things. Let me ask you one question actually. See, some students are writing in the chat also that, sir, will you provide some kind of gate rank estimate based on this normalization of all India mock test 5? Based on this all India mock test 5, can we provide some kind of gate rank estimate? So let me come to that point. Basically, prediction of actual gate rank based on mock test results, that is actually not possible. There are many challenges. So you can see some of the challenges. These are very obvious challenges because first of all, we have a very small sample space. You can see in the go classes all India mock test, almost 5,000 students they appear. Let's assume, of course, for gate cs all India mock test so far the number has been around 4200. But let me assume that you share the word of goclasses all India mock test, you share the word of AIMT5, and if around 5,000 or maybe 6,000 students, if they appear in goclasses all India mock test 5, then you can see this 5,000 and this actual number will be around 2 lakh. So there is, you can see, huge difference. Okay, if this actual number is, let's assume, 1 lakh 70,000, then also you can see there is huge difference in the sample space. So the key challenge, that is basically small sample space. So here actually, please share the word of goclasses AIMT5 all India mock test 5 with all the students so that the sample space can increase. Okay, if we can have around, let's assume, 6,000 students appearing live participants, around 6,000 live participants in the all India mock test 5, then I think it will be a very good number. So please share the word of goclasses AIMT5. And you can see there are other key challenges also. For example, the actual gate paper, that is unknown. Okay, and you can see the unknown difficulty of the actual gate paper also. You can see in the upcoming days you will learn, you will improve, you will do the analysis, and with every question, with every day, with every revision, with every practice, you will learn and you will improve. So you can see in the upcoming days you can definitely take your preparation to the next level. Today, let's assume that today gate exam happens, and let's assume you get x marks. Then in the remaining days, if you do proper revision, okay, proper improvement, if you focus on improvement, then definitely in the gate exam, in these remaining days, you can increase your marks by at least 15 or 20. That is the power of revision, that is the power of learning, that is the power of improvement, that is the power of reducing your silly mistakes. Okay, so you can see that this is the power of analysis. With revision and with analysis, you can increase your gate exam marks by 15 or 20 in the remaining days. Okay, so you can see this is one more factor. And you can see, of course, the rank will depend on the relative performance, not on the absolute marks. The exam day psychological factors. In the mock test, some students can cheat also. Okay, that is also possible. And thousands of more such factors might be there. Okay, so that is the reason Prediction of actual gate rank based on the mock test, that is not possible. But if you want, okay, you can just let us know in the comments. If you want, we can try. It will be just a fun experiment. It will be nothing serious. It's not like we are doing some gate rank estimation. We can't do that. I told you already, we cannot do that. But for some fun experiment, if you want, we can, try. Basically, we can apply some prediction rank predictor machine learning something. Okay, and we can have this kind of fun experiment. I will say, I cannot call it rank estimation. Okay, because it cannot, I can say, it cannot be true, or I can say it is not possible. So that is the reason I will say it is basically kind of a fun experiment. So you just let us know, should we do that, Sachin?
Yeah, so basically, what we are thinking that some of the students basically mapping AMT to the gate rank, and just for the like as Deepak is saying that just for the experiment, okay, just for the experiment, what we want to do, we want based on your AMT performance, okay, we will take some important factors also into the consideration. That let's suppose if the data I mean, we will just populate the data with some more samples with the predictions. Like for example, if the 5,000 students are coming, then we will see that okay, how to make the dummy size larger so that we can predict your rank better. So just for the experiment we want to do it. If you want to also do it, okay, if you want us to do it, then please let us know that if you want us to predict your gate rank also based on your AIMT performance, okay, because the ultimately the whole idea is to give you the real time gate experience, right? So we want you to take this attempt as serious as possible. At the same time, we don't want you to focus on the marks, because as we are repeatedly saying in every other session that these marks are going to increase anyhow in gate, okay. As Deepak was just stressing on the point that if you properly focus on the revision, if you properly do your analysis, then automatically you will be having the improvement in the upcoming days. So don't worry about the marks. At the same time, we just want to ask you that do you want us to predict your gate rank based on your AMT? Okay, it could be the fun experiment, and obviously it will be it will be from help of gate or flow. We will be taking Arjun sir's help, and Arjun sir has been the expert for all of these things since last many years. I think gate 2015 or 16 was the very first time that gate predictor was live. I think in gate 2016 or yeah 16 or 15 probably. So in gate 2015 it was the very first time that gate predictor was live, and gate or flow was the only platform where the gate predictor was live, in the sense that at that time nobody no other coaching, okay, used to have the gate predictor. And later on, after the success of gate predictor, after the success of gate or flow rank predictor, many other coachings have copied. Even Arjun sir is so generous, and Gate or Flow is mostly open source, so he has kept all of his code on GitHub. So many of the coaching institutes has taken those code, and then I don't know, like they have taken directly, because they will never admit, and we are not claiming also, but we are only saying that the Gate or Flow code was open source, and they might have taken some help from that. Because later on, okay, after I think 4 5 years or 6 years has been passed, and Gate or Flow rank predictor has been very successful, very popular. After that, many other coachings used to have. So we will be taking help from Gate or Flow for this particular task. For normalization also we will be taking help from Gate or Flow. For rank prediction also we will be taking help from Gate or Flow. So if you want us means go classes plus Gate or Flow, if you want us to predict your rank, then just let us know. It will be a fun experiment. Don't take it too much on the heart, too much on the mind, that whatever your rank, let's suppose your rank is coming out to be 1,000, okay, based on the AMT performance, don't think that you will get the 1,000 rank. Anything can happen in the, because there are many factors. The most important, which the most important factor which you might underestimate at this time, and which is very important, is the power of the remaining time, power of that gate temperament, okay. In on that D day you will automatically perform very good if you have done hard work, like we have already told in many sessions. So don't worry about the estimated rank. It could be just experiment, okay. Just let us know if you want us to do that experiment.
Yes. So after this session is over, please let us know in the comments. Okay. Just share your opinion. Should we try this fun experiment? I am again calling it only the fun experiment because I already told you a big disclaimer I have already given to you that prediction of actual gate rank based on the mock test result, that is never possible, not possible. Okay, there are many thousands of challenges. So of course, if we do it, then it will be just a fun experiment, nothing, don't take it seriously. Okay, of course we will put a big disclaimer also when you click on the button. Okay, then a big disclaimer will also come. But the point is that we don't want to call it rank estimation, we just want to call it fun experiment. Okay, that's what we want to call it. And you can let us know in the comments whether you would like us to try or not. Okay, so after this session is over, once this session is over, please let us know your opinion. Okay, should we try, should we not try? Okay, just let us know. Okay, and of course, on the next day, I can say on the Monday after the gate, I can say after the All India Mock Test 5 on Sunday, after that, on the next day, we will provide you, I can say, normalized marks, normalized rank. Okay, so that will give you some idea about normalization. Okay, so let's move on now and let me just tell you few things about the previous year's normalization. Okay, so just let me share. You can see here, basically, let's discuss the previous year's normalization for GATE CSE. You can see that in GATE CS 2025, there were two set 1, set 2, and you can see that set 2 was harder and set 1 was easier. And the difference was huge between the difficulty level of set 1, set 2. The difference was huge. Okay, you can see that Hemant, who got All India rank 7, finally he got All India rank 7, and he was in set 2, and you can see that his marks increased by almost 14. So you can see there is a huge difference in GATE CS 2025 computer science paper set 1 and set 2 difficulty level. Okay, so this difference, you can see, this is a huge difference. You can see Hemant, who got All India rank 7 in GATE CS 2025, he was in set 2, and you can see his marks basically increased by 14. Sachin, 14 yaar. Matlab, huge difference
Yes.
in the difficulty level of set 1, set 2.
Right, right.
And you can see in 2024, GATE CS 2024, you can see set 2 was harder, set 1 was easier, but they were actually very close. Honestly speaking, they were so close that you cannot call set 2 harder, set 1 easier. It was very balanced, I can say. The distribution, the difficulty level was very close to each other. So you can see Priyansu, who got All India rank 2 in GATE CS 2024, he attempted basically set 2, he was in set 2, and his marks increased by almost 3, I think 2.5. Okay, so you can see the difficulty level of set 1, set 2 in 2024, it was very close, basically very close to each other. So there is not much difference. And you can see this is about GATE 2017. This was the year when Sachin got All India rank 33. सचिन, कुछ यादें ताजा हुई?
Yes, yes. So basically, at my time, I was in set two, and it was easier compared to set one. So in set one, like basically, people have got increased marks in normalization. For example, in set one, AIR one, his marks got increased by 8, and I think my marks got decreased by 2 or 2.5. So there was a huge difference in set one and set two. Set one was harder. So, like you should not predict anything whether set one will be harder, set two will be easier, because these predictions are not going to help you, right? So, do not predict anything about the set difficulty. Do not predict anything whether the both of the set will be the similar difficulty level or the different difficulty level. Do not predict these things, because these things ultimately are not going to help you in getting the rank. Okay, so these are the few examples we wanted to just give you from the past years.
So you can see in GATE CS 2017, set 1 was actually harder than set 2. Set 2 was easier, set 1 was harder, and the difference was again huge. You can see the set 1 topper, his marks increased by almost 8. I think 7.5. So almost 8, you can see. So there was kind of huge difference between the difficulty level of set 1 and set 2 in GATE CS 2017. Okay. So you are getting some idea, I think, that no one can say that set 2 will be harder or set 1 will be easier, set 1 will be harder, set 2 will be easier. These things honestly speaking, no one can say. If someone is saying it's just for views, it's just for, some kind of shocking engagement, so that more views will come, more students will share. Okay, it's called clickbait, or it's called, basically, I think there is a official word, shocking engagement, some word is there. So it is done so that you will get shocked. Okay, and you will share the video. Okay, you will discuss, so that's how. But it has nothing to do with the truth. Okay, maybe next year, maybe in 2026, maybe set 1 can be harder, maybe both set will have similar difficulty level, maybe set 2 will be harder. So don't have any pre-assumption about the difficulty level of set. Okay, don't think that, I know that from morning today, when admit cards were out, many students, they are discussing on the social media that I got set 1 will be easy, set 2 people, skull emoji सचिन की, मतलब कि सेट टू वाले तो गए, उनकी तो फील्डिंग सेट है, इस तरह की, मतलब स्कल इमोजी लगा के सेट
Right,
टू।
right.
तो ऐसा, इसका सच्चाई से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। ठीक है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, आप प्री एजम्पशन लगा के जाओगे कि यार सेट 2 में जा रहा हूँ, सेट 2 तो बहुत हार्ड आएगा। ठीक है, और पता चले कि सेट 2 इजी इजी आ गया, और फिर आप बोल रहे हो कि यार मुझे तो लगा था सेट 2 हार्ड आएगा, और मेरे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन रह गए। ठीक है, क्योंकि जब
Right.
पेपर हार्ड आता है तो आपका फोकस एक्यूरेसी पे ज्यादा रहता है, और पेपर अगर इजी है तो आपका फोकस स्पीड पे ज्यादा रहेगा। सो इफ यू मेक एनी प्री एजम्पशन, देन इट विल कॉस्ट यू इन द एग्जाम। इफ यू डोंट मेक एनी प्री एजम्पशन, देन you will be in the advantage, I can say. Okay, so I think this is what we wanted to discuss with you. And finally, we have a request that please share the word of Go Classes All India Mock Test 5 or the previous AIMTs on social media. Please write a post, whatever social media you use more. If you use, let's assume, LinkedIn or Telegram, WhatsApp, Reddit, Facebook, and there are many other social media platforms. So please, there is Quora, you can write a post on Quora. So basically, whatever social media platform you find more comfortable, maybe X, Twitter. Okay, so basically, whatever social media platform you use more, please share the word of Go Classes All India Mock Test 5, upcoming AIMT 5. Please share the word so that more and more students can participate. And let me tell you, if, let's assume, we reach 5,000, 6,000, if we can reach the total number of live aspirants, live participants, if that can reach 6,000, 5,000, then it will be, I can say, it will be a good sample space, I can say. Okay, so this is a request that please share the word of upcoming All India Mock Test 5, and also about the previous AIMTs on the social media. Okay, so can we count on you? Like, will you share? Let us know. You can share on any social media. You can write a post on LinkedIn. You can tag me, Sachin. You can tag goclasses. Okay, you can write on any other social media platforms also. Okay, whichever you find more comfortable. Okay, so please share the word. Basically, let's try that. I hope that in morning shift, if we can have 3,000 students, and in afternoon shift, if we can have 3,000 students, then I think it will be a good sample space. So please share the word. Okay.
Yeah, so basically we are doing all of this so that we are very close to gate. Okay, I mean our predictions or the whole experiment is very close to gate. So if you also help us by just writing one post, see, we have to create 65 questions. We have to do normalization. I mean, more 65 questions, quality questions. We have to do normalization, everything, and you just have to put. You just have to spend your 1 minute in sharing. Okay, so just please share, it will help lot of I mean it will help a lot for go classes. It will help a lot for all the aspirants also who are appearing for AMT, because no more number of people, the more excitement will be there.
Yes. Okay. So I think we can close the session now. So thank you everyone. Please let us know in the comments after this session is over. Then please put a comment. Let us know, are you excited? If you have any suggestion, let us know. If you want us to try that fun experiment, we told you about, okay, fun experiment. I will not call it rank estimation. So if you want us to try that fun experiment, just let us know. Okay. So basically, put a comment. Okay. And in that comment, let us know about your opinion, about your excitement. Okay. I am very excited. And uh, basically, a lot of effort we need to put, I and Sachin. So Sachin, अभी कम से
Yes.
कम भी 2 दिन एक्स्ट्रा देने पड़ेंगे।
Yes, yes. So we are ready, and we hope that you all are also ready. So, and also we hope that you like this announcement, you like this surprise. So if you have really liked this surprise, just let us know in the comment that how much excited you are. It will automatically make us, more motivated towards putting the quality questions. Okay. So just let us know. Just a simple comment motivate us a lot. So just let us know anything which is regarding AIMT or anything regarding Go classes if you want to share. Just comment it, and then we will be replying, we will be liking. So almost all the comments, not almost, actually all the comments are going through either me or by Deepak. So even if you're getting a like, even if you're getting a vote or anything on the comment, that is done by either me or Deepak. So YouTube is completely handled by me and Deepak mostly. Okay, one or two instances could be there, we like our team member might handle. So mostly it is handled by me and Deepak. So if you comment, then we will directly reading it, and then we will be just getting happier and motivated. So that's all.
Yes,
Yeah.
because our work is increasing, our work has increased for this week. So if you put one comment, it will encourage us, it will motivate us. Okay, we will feel happy. And so if if you share the word of all India mock test 5, if let's assume we come close to 6,000 live participants, if we can cross the, I can say 5,000 marks, or mark basically, okay, the number of live participants, if that can cross 5,000 and it can get close to 6,000, then we will consider this as a success. And if this this Sunday, I can say this all India mock test 5, if that is a success, then we can think about having more all India mock test in the upcoming Sunday also. Okay, so basically everything depends on this particular Sunday. Everything depends on all India mock test 5. So it is on you. It is up to you if you share the word or not. Basically, it is up to you whether we will have more all India mock test or not. Okay, so whether it will be the last, I can say this Sunday will be the last all India mock test, or we can have more. Okay, so that depends on the number of live participants, that depends on your excitement. So please share the word of go classes all India mock test 5. Okay, एक सचिन बस एक छोटी सी चीज, अभी एक स्टूडेंट ने चैट के अंदर लिखा था कि इस सेशन के अंदर गो क्लासेस ने इतनी बार फॉर्मूला वर्ड यूज कर दिया, क्योंकि
हाँ.
नॉर्मलाइजेशन का फॉर्मूला एक्सप्लेन कर रहा था
हाँ.
ना। तो इस सेशन में गो क्लासेस ने इतनी बार फॉर्मूला वर्ड यूज कर दिया कि मतलब यकीन नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि okay, basically the context is that in Go classes we teach everything from the basic with proof. We don't rely on by hearting the formula, by hearting the table, by hearting the theorem. So everything that you will learn in Go classes, you will learn from basics with proof, with proper intuition, understanding. Okay, the complete analysis, the complete understanding. So that's the reason this comment was there कि सर ने इतनी बार फॉर्मूला वर्ड यूज कर दिया कि मतलब यकीन नहीं हो रहा। ओके, so thank you everyone. I think now we can close this session.
Yes. So thank you everyone, and let us know in the comments if you want more AMTs, if you are excited for this initiative, and anything you want to discuss. Just let us know in the comments. Thank you everyone.
एक एक छोटी सी चीज बस, एक्चुअली कुछ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स या कहीं से स्पाम आ रहा था चैट में, ठीक है, थोड़ी देर के लिए काफी स्पाम कमेंट आए थे। तो मैं बस आपसे ये बोलना चाहता हूँ, आप उन उन स्टूडेंट्स के साथ भी शेयर करो द वर्ड ऑफ ऑल इंडिया मॉक टेस्ट 5। उनको भी बोलो कि यार चलो स्पाम कमेंट कर रहे हो कर लो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, उससे क्या है कि वीडियो की रीच बढ़ती है, तो अच्छी बात है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। लेकिन ऑल इंडिया मॉक टेस्ट 5 दो, ठीक है, आपको 130 अच्छे क्वेश्चन, अच्छे नए क्वालिटी क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट करने को मिलेंगे, ठीक है, करेक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट सीखने को मिलेगा, ठीक है, और उन 130 क्वेश्चन से आपका रिवीजन होगा, ठीक है, 130 कॉन्सेप्ट्स का आपका रिवीजन होगा, तो आपके लिए भी बेनिफिट है। तो जो स्पैम कमेंट कर रहे थे, एक बार उन तक भी ये चीज पहुंचाओ कि यार ऑल इंडिया मॉक टेस्ट 5 अटेम्प्ट कर लेना, संडे को है, फ्री है, ठीक है। ओके, ओके, थैंक यू एवरीवन।
Yes. So thank you everyone. Share it as much as possible. Thank you.